Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet. On November 2007, Nintendo has released one of the greatest games in history. A game that is so fantastic, it was loved by so many people around the world, including me. What game is that? Well, you're looking right at it. Today is the 10th anniversary of Super Mario Galaxy, and it's also the 10th anniversary of Rosalina. When this game launched in 2007, it received universal acclaim, and I agree, this game is amazing, and it's also fun. To celebrate 10 years of this fabulous game, I'm gonna do a special review. Without further ado, let's blast off into space. The game begins with Mario heading over to the castle because Peach wanted to give him something. He arrived at the Star Festival. Everything's going great. Everything's just fine and dandy. Everyone's happy when all of a sudden, oh my god, it's Bowser! That's right, the King of Koopas himself has returned to capture Peach once again. But what is he gonna do? Walk into the castle and kidnap Peach? Nope. This time he summoned what appears to be a UFO or a spaceship of some kind, and it lifts the castle from its foundation into outer space. But what happens to Mario? Well, he got knocked off the castle and he lands in this little planet. And how is he breathing in space? Actually, how is everyone breathing in space? I don't know. That's not important now. Anyways, after playing hide and seek with rabbits with pasta-shaped ears, I guess, he meets up with the Lumas, where they're talking about their mama. Their mama is actually a new character called Rosalina. Rosalina is the mother of the Lumas, and she lives in this observatory in the middle of nowhere in space. And to save Mario's special one, which is a princess, we all know, she wants Mario to collect more Grand Stars. The more Grand Stars he collects, the more power the observatory will have to travel through space, and to rescue Peach from Bowser. After you collect the first Grand Star in the game, one of the domes will be open and you'll be able to enter. This is where the game becomes really fun. Let's start with the controls. Controlling Mario in the game is pretty simple. Moving the control stick around moves Mario, pushing the A button makes him jump, pushing the A button 3 times you can do a triple jump, pushing the Z button while on the ground makes Mario crouch, push Z and A makes him do a somersault. New to this game is Mario's spin attack. By twirling the Wiimote, Mario can do the spin attack. It's pretty useful for attacking enemies. The game features motion controls. See that star on the screen? That's your star cursor. You can use it to perform all kinds of actions, like collecting star bits, for example. Star bits are very useful in the game. You can also use star bits to attack enemies, find coins on the ground. You can even use them to feed Lumas to go to a different path. For a game that was released in 2007, I must say that the graphics in this game are absolutely breathtaking. It was the most realistic Mario game I've ever seen back in the day. The visuals are so groundbreaking, not to mention beautiful. The galaxies are also beautiful. They're not ordinary galaxies you see in real life. Oh no, these galaxies are so colorful and beautifully well made, not to mention bizarre and wacky. If you want to learn more about Rosalina, there is a book in the library that's located at the back of the observatory. The book is very sad, yet heartwarming at the same time. The book shows us how Rosalina met the Lumas and how she ends up who she presently is today. Like I said, the book is very sad, so you might need some Kleenex while you read it. I won't explain everything about this book, so I recommend those who haven't got the game, make sure you get the game before continuing this video. Each dome has a solar system, and all solar systems has a galaxy in it. Once you complete a galaxy, you can move on to the next galaxy as long as you have enough stars to continue. After that, you can move on to the boss galaxy. Defeat the boss and you will earn a Grand Star. The more power stars you collect, the more power the observatory will have, like I mentioned earlier. And the more lights will come back on to light up the space station. There are also power-ups you can find throughout the game. One that turns you into a bee, the one that turns you into Fire Mario, and an ice flower that turns Mario into ice from head to toe, and the spring mushroom turns Mario into, well, a spring. Well, actually, it's a spring wrapped around him, and it's hard to control. Moving on, and my favorite power-up, the red star. It gives you the ability to fly only for a limited time. Kinda reminds me of the wing cap from Super Mario 64. I almost forgot to mention, this is the first Mario game to have an orchestrated soundtrack. This game has some of the best orchestrated music in any video game I've ever heard. From the music being so relaxing and conciliating, to music being epic and powerful. Each boss in the game contains a Grand Star. If you collect all the Grand Stars, you can move on to the center of the universe. Alright, I'll stop. The last part of the game where you had to overcome obstacles, collect star bits on the way, and come up against, no, not him, that's right. In my opinion, the hardest boss in the game. Bowser will start jumping, causing shockwaves, then he'll turn into a rock. While he's in this formation, his head is his weakness. Aim for the head and he'll start rolling on his shell. The second part is when he's shooting fireballs. Avoid the fireballs. He'll also roll while he's in his shell. Use these green balloons to knock him out. He'll start spinning on his shell again. You have to hit him twice to give him damage. The final part is the hardest. He'll start jumping multiple times, causing more shockwaves. Be sure to jump so you won't get damage. Then he'll start hiding in his shell while rolling. While he's rolling, make sure you aim him at those glass. He'll hit the glass instead of you as long as you move out of the way. He'll get his tail on fire, spin while he's on his shell, rinse and repeat. After that, you've beaten the game. And you receive the last Grand Star in the whole game. So in the end, Mario rescues Peach, Bowser's new galaxy transforms into a supernova, the Lumas neutralize the supernova, Rosalina sends Mario and Peach back home, everything's back to normal, everyone's happy, everything is back the way it was before.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
And that is Super Mario Galaxy. 10 years later, this game is still one of the best video games I've ever played. It's also my favorite Mario game of all time. From the beautiful story, to the graphics, to the controls, to the replayability. No wonder this game was loved by many people around the world, and one of them is me. So, in conclusion, this game is still amazing, not to mention fun. Perfect for beginners, and perfect for veterans. Heck, I recommend this game to everyone. To this day, Super Mario Galaxy is one of the best video games of all time. Happy 10th anniversary, Rosalina.
Go, Mario.
And happy 10th anniversary, Super Mario Galaxy! Woohoo!
Thank you so much for playing my game.